The reimagined transit map in the
So yeah,
Black
Black Ops 7 is gonna have a new transit map, which I'm super excited about. I guess it's gonna be more open world. I'm really hoping they make an open world map.
7 Zombies, it is an opportune moment to revisit the original map from Black Ops 2. TranZit, aka Green Run, stands as a pivotal chapter in the Call of Duty zombie storyline, rich with narrative depth, complex characters, and a haunting post-apocalyptic setting. This video will delve into the intricate lore of TranZit, exploring its historical context in the zombie storyline and within the real world that it took inspiration from, as well as the stories of its characters, the enigmatic forces they confront, and the broader implications of their actions. Additionally, we will examine cut content from early developments that may influence the new reimagining of TranZit. All of that and more will be unveiled in this video, so stay tuned. To understand the lore of TranZit, you must first understand the state of the world in COD Zombies at the time the map takes place. The narrative foundation of TranZit is rooted in the catastrophic events preceding it, particularly those culminating in the Black Ops 1 Zombies map finale, Moon. Set in 2025, the Moon map sees the Ultimus crew, Edward Richtofen, tank.
So yeah, this is like, guys, this is being built up in like such a long time. It's being built up in the last 10 years.
Dempsey, Nikolai.
So yeah, this world, it's very hard to understand this, but I'm trying to understand it closely. I don't know if we can watch the full video. It's like 45 minutes. But just the state of the world right now is completely broken.
Belinsky and Takeo Masaki reach a critical juncture. Richtofen executes his grand scheme, using the Vril device and focusing stone to swap souls with Samantha Maxis, thereby gaining control.
So these souls we're gonna see in Black Ops 7.
Over the Ether, a mythical dimension central to the zombie storyline that allows him to control the zombies, using the Moon Pyramid device. In a desperate countermeasure, the remaining Ultimus members, guided by the electric manifestation of Dr. Ludwig Maxis in the station's computers, launch 3 missiles from Griffin Station towards Earth to sever the planet's connection to the Ether. Hastily calculated, these strikes devastate the Earth, fracturing its environment and infrastructure, but do not cut off Richtofen.
So yeah, it seems like a lot of the world is gone as they have predicted correctly. Like a big part of the world is not there.
From the Ether completely. By October 21st, 2035, when TranZit takes place, the world is fragmented, a lava-covered wasteland where survivors navigate.
So why did this explosion happen? I don't understand. I'm guessing because of this exact scenario here. Like something happened on the moon for this to happen.
The main factions, those who obeyed Maxis, those who obeyed Richtofen, and those who chose neither. TranZit unfolds in the vicinity of Hanford, Washington, in an area designated as Green Run, drawing inspiration from the real-world Hanford site. Established in 1943 as part of the Manhattan Project, the real historical Hanford site was a nuclear production complex on the Columbia River, home to the B reactor, the world's first full-scale plutonium production reactor. Its output contributed to the atomic bomb tested at Trinity and the Fat Man bomb dropped at Nagasaki. During the Cold War, the site expanded to include 9 reactors and 5 plutonium processing complexes, producing material for over 60,000 nuclear weapons. However, inadequate safety protocols led to significant radioactive releases into the air and Columbia River, resulting in elevated cancer rates in surrounding communities. Today, the site is the focus of the United States' largest environmental cleanup effort, employs over 10,000 workers, and
so yeah, this is one of the other maps that we have, Liberty Lane. Again, Liberty Lane has been pretty big of how it exploded. A lot of people talk about that.
Subsequently, they position the turbines at the pylon's base to initiate its charging process. Maxis informs them of the need for additional energy, leading them to use an EMP grenade during an electrical storm in the cornfield to harness the Avogadro's energy. This nearly powers the pylon, but one final source is required. They siphon energy from a lamppost using the turbines, completing the tertiary system and fully activating the pylon for Maxis. With the pylon pylon operational, they construct a navigation table using parts scattered across the map and insert a nav card found near the bus depot, linking the Hanford pylon to another atop a dilapidated skyscraper.
So I'm having a really hard understanding here, but the Hanford site is where it pushed really further, right? So we went from this Hanford site, like TranZit, it took us here on a lot of these maps.
Maxis instructs them to deactivate the power to eliminate interference.
This is what we saw in the TranZit, right? This is from the TranZit.
With his communications. Subsequently, they position the turbines at the pylon's base to initiate its charging process. Maxis informs them of the need for additional energy, leading them to use an EMP grenade during an electrical storm in the cornfield to harness the Avogadro's energy. This nearly powers the pylon, but one final source is required. They siphon energy from a lamppost using the
Alright, so that's why we need a lamppost in Black Ops 2.
turbines, completing the tertiary system and fully activating the pylon for Maxis. With the pylon operational, they construct a navigation table using parts scattered across the
I mean, it's pretty crazy and build that off like scrap.
map and insert a nav card found near the bus depot, linking the Hanford pylon to another atop a dilapidated skyscraper in Shanghai, China. Despite Richtoven's disappointment, he uses his etheric powers to teleport the crew, known as
Okay, that's interesting because we're gonna have teleportation in Black Ops 7, right?
Victis to Shanghai, setting the stage for the next map, Die Rise. TranZit thus serves as the chaotic beginnings of the Victis journey, encapsulating their struggle between survival and supernatural manipulation. The Victis crew, comprising of Misty, Martin, Russman and Stullinger like I said, forms the heart of TranZit's narrative, each bringing a unique perspective shaped by their past and connections to the broader zombies lore, a lot of which was expanded upon with Black Ops 4. Abigail Misty Brereton's backstory is shrouded in mystery, with only fragments revealed through in-game dialogue and later maps. By far the least is known about her of the four. Raised on a farm, she developed a resilient, pragmatic demeanor. She worked at a bar called the Boathouse, navigating a series of short-lived romantic relationships, consistently choosing to end them herself. Her mother's death from unspecified causes and her father's demise at the hands of zombies mark significant personal losses that still cut her deeply. In Tag the Toten, Misty mentions her father was a Marine, referencing
So I'm not too experienced with Black Ops 3 here. The most important factor here is if we skip way ahead, I want to see about the bus driver, because that's a huge part that we're also going to be seeing in Black Ops 7, right? This bus driver, he's literally in the skin. And I know Treyarch wouldn't make this if it didn't have no reason for it.
TED, technically elaborate driving droid, is a distinctive element of TranZit, embodying both technological innovation and narrative intrigue. A detailed exploration of TED's origins is available in a separate video linked on screen and in the description, since there's so much to go into regarding his origins. But a quick summary is warranted here. TED operates the bus navigating Greenrun's 5 locations, set in a town blending futuristic technology with a 1950s retro-futuristic aesthetic. A pre-apocalypse postcard.
So yeah, this is going back and forth basically. Could this be like where they had the first thing? So if I understand correctly and understand, like, correct me in the comments, first goes to the moon and then it goes to this guy, to Ted. So it definitely makes sense here.
At the bus depot, and the loading screen for the map features a poster of buses and a driver, possibly indicating Ted's intended design or a human inspiration, though low resolution obscures specific details and makes it hard to tell. Ted's origins are clarified in Black Ops 4's Alpha Omega. Set at Camp Edward, the same as Nuketown, he is a prototype from Broken Arrow's Adam Initiative, designed.
So yeah, Broken Arrows, again, who program it with emotions and why. This could be explained in Black Ops 7 more. This guy will go more into detail.
To create lifelike androids for public service tasks without need for rest or compensation. Early prototypes, including Ted, excelled in stationary roles like driving or lounge attendance, fostering affection among users despite being quite dangerous if provoked. An unexpected development occurred when the Elemental Shard, acquired from Division 9 in 1946, infused the units with sentience via Maxis' Genesis code. Dr. Hale, in a radio exchange with director Cornelius Pennell, notes the Shard's unprecedented concentrated energy, recharging itself and enabling the atoms to feel alive, giving them an actual soul and sentience, unlike standard Element 115's mere electrical capabilities. Pennell, skeptical, references Ludwig Maxis's failure to restore souls in any of his Element 115 experimentation, but Hale insists the shard changes this, requesting further tests.
The electrical output is unlike anything we've seen.
So this is like the lore we see here with the sentient robot, which explains everything. Again, the robot that we see in Black Ops TranZit, if you punch him, he gets annoyed. Again, not a lot of these robots have emotions in Black Ops 7. This is why this stands out. I feel like someone made him like a scientist of some sort.
Shard, it's different. The levels of concentrated energy it contains, well, simply put, our team has been unable to measure it. It's unlike any Element 115 sample we've studied before. Whenever we drain energy from it, that energy is replaced, as if it's recharging itself. This ability, I think it's what...
This is why he has that little box thing in himself, in my opinion.
Maxis was looking for all those years ago. I think it's the Genesis code.
So who made him? That's the big question. Who made him? There's so many unexplained answers in Call of Duty. That's why people keep returning to zombies.
That's unlikely, Doctor.
I know how it sounds, but look at the ADAMs. When we charged them with regular Element 115, it gave them power.
So here's also something for Black Ops 7 zombies. That's what I'm really interested about.
Could these stories now be related?
This is the one I like. Leaked plans for TranZit. Ooh, that would be nice, you know. TranZit is definitely going to be there.
With the Mayan calendar's apocalyptic prediction, evidenced by the Mayan calendar on Moon's loading screen and the MPD, circular symbols being apparently inspired by them. TranZit was initially set in 2112 in the initial concepts, which actually explains the name of the menu theme, Damned 100 AE. Meaning after extinction. A notable gameplay concept in the leaked documents reads, Creatures in Rooms, outlining pre-existing enemies reacting uniquely upon player entry. Basically similar to what we've seen now in Black Ops 6. Though unfinished and treated humorously in the documents, this mechanic resembles modern zombies' dynamic enemy encounters, suggesting potential for expanded implementation in the reimagined TranZit enhanced.
This will 100% happen. TranZit is one of the most known places of Black Ops. Like zombies. Like, it is played by millions of people. Even today. Even 10 years later. Now, that's a very strong, effect. So they will definitely reimagine TranZit. I'm wondering if it's going to be open world, though.
Interactivity and immersion. The documents also highlight plans for interconnected underground areas. In-game evidence, such as the zombies spawn under the bus depot and the expansive implied facility beneath the power station, suggests a larger subterranean network. The lab under the town's bank, powered by the power station and sharing aesthetic similarities, reinforces this idea. Recent Black Ops 7 footage of Farm reveals new stairs descending from said farm, absent in the original, indicating that the reimagined map may explore this extensive underground complex, offering new exploration opportunities, mysteries, and secrets. There's also the final loose thread of an unfollowed up on Victus radio from Classified. This radio, hidden behind one of the red telephones, features Stullinger reaching out to Richthofen for help, but realizing he has likely contacted.
So Victus will return, and I don't think he's going to be the only one returning. I think that there's going to be other characters as well, especially from Black Ops 2.
The wrong Richthofen. I'll play that now.
Hello? Is this thing on? Richthofen! Hey, Richthofen! You've been gone from my head a really long time. I gotta be honest, I'm freaking out a bit, man. It's so quiet. I can actually hear myself think. Do you know what that's like? It's not nice at all. So, listen, buddy, old pal, we gotta talk. You sent us here, of all places, but you forgot to tell us what to do. It's dark, it's damp, it's just really filthy. I think the roaches are crawling with roaches. How is that even possible? Wait, shoot. Am I even talking to the right Richthofen? Oh, you could be the other one, right? Or the other one. Yeah, you know what? Just go talk to your Richtofen pals at the hoity-toity Ricky Gang Clubhouse and find out what the we're supposed to be doing!
While in the past we've assumed that this must have been for something that was eventually cut for Black Ops 4, it could also be the case that it was actually a radio set in this new TranZit, and the Victus crew will have been here as well. He does say Richtofen had been gone from his head a long time, and now that...
So yeah, he's gonna be returning, like Victus is gonna be returning in Black Ops 7. Victus Black Ops. Victus crew coming back for Black Ops 6. It didn't return for Black Ops, 6, right? But Victus, the old crew Victus. I guess this is is he implying the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 portion zombie storyline and map in Call of Duty Black Ops 4? Yeah, they could be returning because they are like the key players there.
Multiple Richtofens once again exist in the storyline, with us having Janice Eddie Richtofen and, of course, the new Dark Ether version of Richtofen. His confusion at which Richtofen to talk to would once again make sense. I've theorized in the past that maybe Stillinger was trying to contact a Richtofen and Eddie was...
So that's Edward Richtof, right, in Call of Duty. There's so many of them, which is absolutely insane. Like, the lore is so deep, a lot of people, it's hard to understand for a lot of people what's happening.
Piece on Black Ops 7's launch map, because Ultimus and Primus died. They got purged from existence, along with the Elemental Shard. However, Victus is different. They literally just got thrown in the Dark Ether. They could have potentially mutated into some sort of demonic entities, or even just perished, which is
Whatever's gonna happen, I feel like there could be multiple storylines to this.
probably the most likely option, but only time will tell. It will be so cool though if this new Richtofen is actually contacting the old Samuel Stillinger. But let's move into the finale.
Yeah.
TranZit's lore,
There's definitely going to be more connections, more explanations, more teasers that we didn't get in Black Ops 6, and it's going to double down here, really. It's going to triple down, double down, whatever you want to name it.